Hello, my friends. What is up? I am a little ahead of you today. Yesterday, I filmed a full hour-length video making a manicure that just didn't turn out the way I wanted to. I was trying to do like kind of a cool effect here, and I don't know, I just don't like how it turned out. So I'm gonna start over today. But I already did one reverse stamp image just to make sure it works, so I'm not doing that again. And what I'm doing is using the newest MXM, which is the books and cats and coffee theme. And I don't know if you know this, but if you're on Instagram, I host a monthly Manny and Me nail art collab. And if you're not on Instagram or you're not familiar with a nail art collab, how it works is a bunch of like-minded folks get into a chat room together and we all submit our manicure to the chat room, and then at the due date I will collect all of those images, make them into a little collage, and then everybody can post their manicure along with the collage. And it's a good way to get a little more exposure and kind of see what other accounts are out there and just see cool art on a theme. So if you want to join my monthly Manny and Me collab, you can hit me up on Instagram. Zen Stamping is my name, same as this channel. And you do not need to have the MXM plates. You can use any kind of plates you want that are on theme. So this month, the themes, there were sort of 3 themes combined, and so you can interpret that any way you want. You could do just the books, just coffee and cats, whatever. So I kind of got, this caught my eye, this Books Are Magic, and it made me want to do something special, which I already kind of spoiled with that other set. And yeah, so I'm gonna use some glow in the dark. So what I had done last time was I went through my nail polish collection with a black light, a UV light, and I looked for all of the unexpectedly reacted polishes that I had. And my idea was to have cream looking polishes which glowed when they were exposed to the UV. So it kind of worked out, but my colors just weren't cohesive, and I don't know, it just didn't look good. So I thought I would just stick with the glow in the dark. And I finally got my hands on the Sally Hansen glow in the dark collection. I didn't get it in time for Halloween. They ended up at a discount store, and I found them on like maybe 3 different days. So I think this is the whole set. Not entirely sure. It's kind of weird because some of these are like a cream looking glow in the dark, and then you would kind of expect that for these other ones, but these are more of a jelly, the orange and the pink, and then the green and the yellow are like a cream. So I'm not really sure what's going on with those, but they glow really well, and that's mostly what I'm using here. Fabulous, A Scare is Born, Ahead of the Carve, Bewitch Us Soon, and Irresistible. I also have Corpse Reviver, which unfortunately I must have left the cap a little open because it is so gloopy, but it still works for reverse stamping. I also just used a regular white base that was not reactive to the UV because I was also using this white. This is LA Colors Unicorn, which has a little bit of glitter in it. So I use that as well to back some of the jelly looking polishes. So I also have this Claire's one, which is kind of has a similar like sheer thing going on. So I prepped my tips with those, with that white polish, just that Sinful Colors, what is this called? Snowy White. And I have Sally Hansen Disco Ball. I just wanted to add some glitter in here because, of course, our theme is magic. And you literally cannot have magic without glitter. I think it's illegal. And I'm going to be doing like a ton of small reverse stamping. So this might be kind of a quiet episode as far as me chit-chatting. It is super cold here today. I don't think it's gonna get above freezing. So I've got a fire going. And Sam is downstairs. I don't know, foraging for snacks or something. He might come visit us. Oh, it's very windy. I'm not sure if you can hear that, but if a tree falls on the roof, you will hear that. All right, so while that's drying, I want to just take a moment to revisit this gratitude journal that Maniology sent me a little while ago. It's been sitting over here on my desk, and I don't know what to do with it. I already keep a journal every day, and well, it started off as a gratitude journal, but it kind of turned into a complaining journal. So I thought maybe I would devote this one just to the things that I'm grateful for. And I did do this yesterday on my other video, but I'll just do it again here. So I just really liked what this said. What you do today is important because you are exchanging a whole day of your life for it. When tomorrow comes, this day will be gone forever, and in its place will be something you left behind. Let it be something good. And so yesterday I said I was grateful for public libraries because they are just a really wonderful resource. And today I am grateful for my warm, happy home. What's something you're grateful for today? I think it's actually kind of hard to stop thinking of things I'm grateful for once I start thinking, because I can be grateful for just the tiniest little things, and I can be grateful for the big things and everything in between. So I just think it's nice to take a moment every day to just think of at least one thing you're grateful for. It can be just in general or just from the day. At the end of the day, me and my husband always ask each other what was the best part of the day or the most positive part of the day or something along that nature, just so we can take a moment to reflect and just appreciate our days a little bit more. So that's something that, well, I spearheaded, but it's become kind of a nightly habit. All right, this is actually pretty dry. Let me get these out of here. I want to use my sticky base coat. And like I said, I did already reverse stamp this, and I am just gonna put it on this middle nail. I'm gonna do kind of the same thing on the first nail and an accent probably on the third one, like I usually do. It just needs 1 second, but while we're doing that, let me do another pickup. I have a brand new bottle of black here, straight up black. Oops, it's not the greatest. That might be a pinky one. I make this mistake a lot where I get little black things on my fingers from some of these bottle caps will kind of deteriorate over time for some reason. Maybe they get acetone on them, I don't know. But I get these like little black spots, and then I inevitably touch the nail and get a little black spot on the nail, and it's really annoying. So let me try to prevent that. I know my hands are such a mess, sorry. Oops, that would suck. I'm gonna put the little kitty kind of right in the middle there. Here we go. If your image is starting to kind of look like it's gonna peel up and flip over your image, just try just leading it off the nail with your stamper. Just be real slow, because it really sucks when it gets flipped up over on the image you just spent all that time on. Ooh, making some problems there too. All right, it's sort of like, it's really dry in some places and it's still a little tender in some places. So I'm gonna let that do its thing for a little bit, and we'll revisit it when it needs a top coat. But let me just show you what I'm doing here. kind of cute. And then I think it also looks kind of cute, just regular as well. Got my little palette here and my dappen dish with a little bit of acetone. I painted this cat a little bit orange. You might be able to tell. You can definitely tell when it's on the white background, but so it does make a difference. But because it's so creamy, I was backing it with the reactive white, and that makes it pop and look a little more orange. I really wish these were all creams. That would be so cool. I'll make some of the books orange as well. Basically, I'm just adding colors kind of randomly, and then I'll probably have to go back and just sort of reuse some of those colors because I'll just need more. I'm coloring all the plants this same green. I did already do a manicure with this design, and this is what it looks like. So I really like how that turned out, and you can see I did like all the books sort of random colors, which is realistic, I think. Although some people really like to curate their bookcases in an aesthetic way. And one fun thing about doing the collabs, especially like being in the chat room, is seeing all the submissions come in and just seeing how everybody interpreted the plates and the theme and the colors they chose. And I don't know, I just find it really interesting to see how everybody can take the same images and just make such wildly different things, and things I would never have thought of, and you know, so it's really cool. And it can be a good source of inspiration as well. There's been times I've been in collabs and submitted first, or submitted pretty near the beginning, and then other people would submit and their manicures would look like so amazing, and like, no, why didn't I think of that? So I would either like kick myself, or I've actually just like redone it, rescinded the original manicure and submitted a better one. So with this collab, I sometimes make like my favorite one immediately, because I also do these for PR for Maniology. So I submit some images to them on a Google Drive. You know, I want those to be good too. I mean, I want them all to be good. But anyway, I always feel like I kind of, I'm trying to say in a polite way, I always just kind of like go a little too fast and Sorry, I can't think of like a nice way to say what I'm trying to say, but maybe you know what I'm trying to say. All right, this is Corpse Reviver. And this also came with the Manixme Creepy Tiki box, which I was obsessed with. It's funny, when those plates came out, there were some trolls on Instagram trying to, I don't know what their goal was, honestly. Just to be a nuisance, I guess. Make people feel bad. That's what life's all about, right? As long as everybody feels bad, that's what matters. Right? Is that the goal? Am I doing this right? Anyway, it was very annoying. And I'm sure nobody even remembers or cares now, you know. It's just how that goes. The outrage is short-lived. It's not convincing to me. I think, like, as somebody who's, like, had kind of a difficult past and has been, like, easily manipulated in the past by people who did not have my best interests in mind, it took me so long to see it, and was able to see it because of like therapy and, you know, trying to seek out better friendships, or, you know, getting rid of the people who were trying to take advantage of me or whatever. But my point is, once you see it, like once your eyes are open to like people's manipulation tactics, you can't unsee it. It's the same thing with a lot of things, like sexism and stuff like that in media and movies. Like, once you see it, you can't unsee it. Oops. Going outside the line. So, I don't know, when people start freaking out online about stuff like that, it just really looks very controlling and insincere to me. And with the internet just being like one basic advertisement, I just don't understand why you want to add more insincerity to that. I don't know. I mean, I know this channel isn't very polished, and that's never going to be my goal. You know, I do this because it's something I feel passionate about, and I enjoy editing, and I enjoy taking photos, and I enjoy the whole thing. You know, I obviously enjoy the nail art more than anything, but there's something in certain people that just, I guess, feel compelled to share and to teach, and to build a community is probably what's at the root of all that. What am I doing here? Did I do the pink already? Yes. Back with some of this white. Anyway, I just have a low tolerance for it, for all this nonsense. I do believe very strongly in free speech, so, you know, do your thing. That's your right here. Oh, here he comes. There he comes. Hey, Sam. Check my work here. Looks pretty good. kind of hard to tell what some of these things are when they're so tiny. And then on some of these, I'm going to put the color in the back instead and see if it just gives like a slightly different effect. I think that's everything. I was gonna put it there, but I think I'm gonna put it there. I didn't think it would be big enough. Oop. Get that on here and get a sticky base. Wait on that for a minute. Let me pick up, not sticky book. Let me pick up this Books Are Magic. Ooh, get on there, buddy. There you go. Oh, that's very annoying. Dang, it's like not wanting to get in there. Okay, because I usually just try to scrape the once, because every time you scrape, you're pulling more polish out of the etching. And so when that happens, you'll get these little kind of like voids in the image. And sometimes they like kind of work with the image, but especially when there's little text, it just looks bad. So I could stamp it again, or I can just take a little bit of polish and then just color that in. If you're having trouble picking up an image, this is often like the easiest way, the easier way to do it. I wouldn't say it's easy. I might restamp these little stars though, because they don't have any definition on the side. If there's like a little spot that you can't get off, you can get a little bit of kind of tacky, not quite dry nail polish, and that'll reactivate it on the stamper and you should be able to lift it off. All right, this Corpse Reviver is real dark, and so I'm gonna use that for the text here because I think it'll kind of look invisible until you shine a light on it. Ooh. This is so hard to work with. It's not getting easier. I want to make sure I get every little bit of this letters, otherwise I don't think it's going to be very effective. I'm going to use my creams for this. Oh, wait, I want to use my, wait. Oops, I forgot all about this. I need to put some more on. Totally spaced. I'll do this one too. Stamping both at the same time. And what should I do on the little one? I don't know if I want to do the whole bookshelf again. It's getting a little tedious. Let's see. I really love this part of nail stamping where, okay, bye, where the decal is like real crispy and you can kind of like cut it with your fingernail. Okay. What is he doing? He's just flying all back and forth. Gotta get your steps in, huh? Get your flaps in. What would a bird Fitbit look like? I like that. But I don't like that blank space at the bottom. I'm gonna add that again. I don't know, I kind of like that better. I don't like a lot of blank space. Maybe you noticed that. Oh, I'm liking it. I'm liking it a lot. I don't know what to do in the last one. I think I might do a kitty like this one. Or we already have the coffee. It's a little redundant. But this one, he's kind of like a magic cat. This stack of books is already kind of similar to that. All right, I'm gonna do this kitty. If I fill in the whole image, there's less chance that I need to scrape it multiple times. Honestly, the more you try to like save polish, not waste it, is to just do it right the first time and use enough. Because if you have to do it 2 or 3 times, you're using more polish than if you just filled it in, you know? To be honest though, I really hate the idea of like wasting products, especially for art. Like, it doesn't make sense to me. How can I be wasting it? I'm using it. I'm literally using it. Like, if you think my art is a waste, then I don't know, like, don't look at it, I guess, because this is the least of the world's problems, is that I use a few more drops of nail polish than I had to. And like, is it a waste of water to make pasta? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you throw the water away. Is that a waste? I just hate when people say, like, oh, it's such a waste. Man. I think at the root of all this stuff that annoys me about people is just that, like, it's too simple. You know, the world is so complex and there's never just like one reason for anything. There's no one answer. I think that bothers a lot of people. I think there's a time in a lot of people's lives where you realize that you have to hold conflicting truths in your head. And it's difficult, I think, for a lot of people. I think when I was younger and I kind of realized that, I sort of thought something was wrong with me, you know? Like, how am I having such a hard time, like accepting things as they really are, you know? Like, I always want to get to like the truth, but the truth is that the truth is conflicting. I don't know. It's philosophical, I guess. I like thinking about stuff like that. My husband was asking me the other day, like, what do I daydream about? Or, you know, what are some the thoughts that come up a lot? Or like, just what is my idle mind thinking of, I suppose? And I spend a lot of my time just thinking about like other perspectives, just trying to imagine what it's like for other people now, throughout history, in the future. You know, what are all the little animals up to outside, and what's that like? And so yeah, I just spend a lot of time like trying to think about just another way to get perspective on the world, which is sort of rich because I don't go outside very much. And I mean, I used to, don't get me wrong, but you know, I'm never going to get a new perspective from inside my own mind. It's never going to happen. I have to go out into the world, and I can't complain that things don't change if I never, you know, try to go out and actually get a different perspective and not what I imagine. So I think I'm sort of fooling myself. But I love history. I think it's so cool. I didn't like it in school because it's just, they make you just learn a bunch of facts about, or not even facts really, they make you memorize a bunch of dates and names of guys. It's almost always men who've, you know, killed a bunch of other people in some horrible war, or some horrible conquest or something. I don't know. Not inspiring to me to learn and memorize the, I don't know, just terrible old guys. No offense, but like, you know, any history book, that's just what it's full of. And yeah, in school especially. I don't know, it just wasn't my thing. My point is that I didn't like history until I got this teacher, and he taught us a lot of like the real history, you know. And I was just like, wow, that is interesting. And you can't believe everything you read in the history books, which is very interesting. But now I'm obsessed with history. I just think it's so cool. I love thinking about what other people were doing, and I also love doing like genealogy for my family tree, and I can't even tell you how many hours I've spent doing that. But I just love to think about all the little mysteries I'll never know about, you know, because everybody's got secrets, like especially family secrets, you know. I just wish I knew what it all was. I mean, you know, even my direct parents have secrets I'll never know, which is fine. That's how it is. But don't want to know all of them, to be perfectly honest with you. But it's fun to think about. Oh my gosh. So precious. I like this cat, but I don't know, it just doesn't seem to fit with the rest of it. It's cute. Should I put it on the thumb? I guess. I just don't like how it looks, like with the stack of books next to the stack of books, and they're slightly different. What am I trying to say? Like the thickness of the outline is a little bit different. I don't like that. I'll put them on the thumb though. Some thumb love. But I still have a problem here. What should I do? What should I do? I guess I'll do this. Such a funny thing. I think I might have said this before on one of my other videos, but it's so funny to me how Sam like will get really, he like gets really relaxed by like motors and like electric sounds and stuff. And it's funny to me because, you know, people will listen to bird songs and stuff to fall asleep, but meanwhile birds are jamming out to the furnace blowing or whatever. He actually can't really hear all that well, so he's a little bit lucky in that sense. He probably can't hear a lot of the stuff going on inside the house. So he'll usually sit real close to whatever. Like he'll go, if the dishwasher's running, he'll go and just sit in front of it on the floor. Take a nap. But yeah, it makes him talk too. I need to let that dry for a minute. This is gonna be kind of chunky image here because I've got this thick layer of glow in the dark, and now I'm gonna add another layer of this glowing white in the back. Oh, brother. I don't know why my hands are kind of shaky today. I must need more coffee. Yesterday when I was filming this video, it was raining quite hard, and that also makes Sam sleepy, and so it makes him chatty and sleepy. And while I was filming, he was talking, and it's like, oh, so cute, you can hear him talking, and then he just belted out the B word like so loud. He came with a few swears, but it's always, who doesn't love a swearing parrot? So I'm sorry that's not on this video. It's pretty funny. Sam's gonna demonetize me. No, I'm kidding. I don't make any money off of this. All right, that's gonna take a moment to dry. I would love to put a matte coat on top of here, but it's still a little wet, and I've noticed that if I put a matte coat on top of really wet polish, it'll create bubbles, and I really don't want that because it'll mess everything up, and I won't be able to take a close-up picture. I'm not sure how I'm gonna present these. Maybe should I do like a video thing, or just post them glowing. I don't know. I don't know how I'm gonna present these. It's almost there. Is it gonna look cute? It's pretty cute. I really wish I'd done the book a different color. I wonder if it's too late. I really don't want to redo this. I'm tempted to just paint it black. Yeah, I'm not gonna use that cat. I don't know, I don't like how it looks with the rest of it. I probably would only like this if it has another bookshelf there, but I'm not gonna do that at this point. I wonder if this will stamp. Ah. Oh, interesting. It does. There's no way this one will though, right? No. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking with that. I'm gonna do that again. That's a hot mess. I hate it. You know what? I'm painting it black. One thing I maybe can do, since that glow in the dark stamped, maybe I can stamp like maybe the clear one on top and maybe something will show. I don't know. Let's turn off the lights. Let's see what we got here. I really like how the Books Are Magic kind of pops out. Like you really can't see it until you shine the light. So that makes me happy. That was pretty much what I wanted to do. I really like all the little books and stuff. I'm kind of seeing maybe where I would do some things different next time. But overall, this was really fun, and I think I'm going to use this to submit to the collab. And yeah, great. Well, I think that's it. I'll show you what it looks like finished. Okay, well, that's it for today. Thank y'all for joining me. Thank you so much for all of y'all who have subscribed and who take the time to like and comment on all my videos. Y'all have been so supportive of me, and I get nothing but really nice comments. Thank you so much. You all are amazing. And as usual, if you want me to talk about anything else, if there's any kind of like technique or something you want to see, or you want to see me bungle, leave it in the comments. And if you're not subscribed already, why not? Come on, man, the button's like right there. Anyway, until next time, bye.